Here's a quick update for my modular terrain board that I've been working. Basically it breaks down into 6 2x2 panels, and the advantage here is that each panel has got a tongue or a groove on the corner, and the whole thing straps together with thumb screws and a little bracket, and I'll demonstrate how that works. So you just unscrew it and you go to disassemble it, and there's a groove on one corner and then there's a tongue on the other, and the bracket's got a groove and eventually it'll have a tongue, and then the whole thing just goes together, and there's a metal threaded insert, so the little thumb screw will just thread right in there. And then the whole thing one single piece. So the advantage is that you don't have 6 pieces that shuffle around, and you can bring it to your hobby store quite easily. And another advantage is you can play on a table that's smaller than 4x6 or smaller than 4x4. So I've got it set up on my dining room table here, which is smaller than 4 feet wide. And as you can see, it can even stick off the edge quite a ways. So you could probably even set this up on a table as small as 3 feet by 3 feet for the 4x4 board. And then if you want the larger board, you can just attach the other 2 panels that are down there. I haven't had time to dry brush the surface, but it'll basically be the same as the hills. So once I dry brush the top and then add the flock, the whole surface will match the hills here. Haven't decided, but I'm probably going to make some more hills for it. I think these turned out pretty cool. So you can kind of see how they stack on each other. So that's the overall effect. Give you some details on how the boards themselves are fabricated. So they're not solid boards, they're very lightweight. A couple of the prototypes I had, the inside of the boards basically look like this. This one was an experiment I did with foam board, and it just turned out to be too much work to cut each individual piece of foam board, so I decided not to go with this idea. This concept had styrene on the bottom, and it just didn't provide enough rigidity when I put the top surface on, and then I put the texture. Unfortunately, these warped just a little bit, and that was one of the biggest challenges, was doing this so that none of the pieces would be warped. So anyway, if you took apart the finished product, this is what it looks like on the inside. I've got less gussets. Turns out I didn't need as many of those as I thought. And each one of these is keyed, so it's a solid piece that goes across, and then they're keyed to fit together. So this turned out to be very strong. And then the finished board I made a little bit thicker than this. So if you look at the bottoms, there's 4 rubber feet, and these rubber feet are only 1/16 inch thick. So they don't add much when you stack them up, but what they do is they keep the edges from rubbing, so that all your the flock and the paint on the top surface doesn't get rubbed off as the panels sit there and rub. The other thing is the bottoms is made with truck bed coating, so it's very durable on the bottom, and the same thing is true for the hills. It's a truck bed coating that's on the bottom, so they should last a very long time. So as you can see, moving the panels around, they're very lightweight. So if we want to add on, make it a larger plain board, I'll go ahead and show you how that works. they just slide right together. And then you just add the straps. So there you have it.